What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It has been far too long since I last recorded a YouTube video. Reason being is that if you can tell by the new background here, I have moved to a new apartment. So I have moved from Boulder, Colorado to Denver, Colorado, and I'm very behind on the filming schedule, but do not worry. Going forward, there will be at least one video out per week. In today's video, I actually wanted to do something a little bit different and give you a little behind the scenes look of how I'm going to be setting up a video ask form for myself as an independent digital marketing strategist. This is something I've done already for a lot of my clients, and we've gotten much better lead generation results as of it. So that is why I really want to do it for my own business, because I am getting solid inquiries from this YouTube channel, people watching these videos, liking what I'm saying and wanting to speak to me about a potential project. But it's at the point now where I really do need to pre-qualify the leads a bit, but also I do believe that this video ask form will help me generate more leads ultimately. That's what this video is going to be about today. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the tool itself. Then I'm going to explain how the video ask form works and how it's going to work specifically for the video flow that I'm putting together for my own self to qualify prospects on marketing and website projects. And then I'm also going to give you a behind the scenes look at me filming it, me editing it, and then ultimately show you the final product. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely make sure to stick around for the full video. Subscribe if you're interested in this type of content. And without further ado, let me share my screen and walk you through what this video ask tool is and how I think it can help all service-based businesses generate more leads, and most importantly, establish a human-to-human connection that's going to make the entire sales process much easier. All right, guys, so this is the VideoAsk website, and as you can see here on the right-hand side, this is basically what it looks like. It's essentially a form that is in a step-by-step format, so essentially asking one question at a time, and it is a video flow, as you can see. You can record up to as much as you want, and then they can select, as you can see there. It's also multi-step. Based on the responses you get, you can also branch off from there. There are a ton of different examples of how you can use it for interviews. People use it for lead qualifications, obviously going to be one of the biggest ones there. Onboarding, lead nurturing, case studies, testimonials, interviews, bunch of different stuff you can use it for. Using it today to create a inquiry form for the different types of work I do, and I've already gone ahead and mapped that out here. There'll be a quick introduction just stating who I am, what I do, who I help, all that type of stuff. So that's where the company background comes in from. After that first screen, there's like a quick capture form, so that's where people leave their name, email, phone number, that type of stuff. And then I'm going to ask people to select which project they are potentially interested in working with me. So either a website build, digital marketing project, or something else. So that might be branding, that might be like ongoing like website optimizations, but like not a full build or something like that. And then from there, as you can see here, we'll have different questions. So like project goals, and I wrote down some notes for myself as well of like what this could potentially entail. As you can see, 1 month ago, I've been working on this for a while, but finally time to get it going today. So project goals, scope of work, features, functionality, timeline, if they're interested in like up their services once the project's done, so like a website management plan, ongoing marketing retainer. I am going to also include a question for now about budget. Asking about budget's always a little tricky, not sure if that should necessarily be done ahead of time, but I think I'm going to set it in terms of just having a minimum budget investment level to make sure people are qualified. If they are budget qualified, then I'm thinking we will have them schedule a meeting directly on my calendar. If not, I will review and see if maybe I can still help them or refer them out to someone else, and then trying to get lead sources as well. And then one thing to note is that for all these different questions, there are different answer formats. So for project goals, I'm probably going to make that a multi-select field. For scope of work, that'll just be like a free form entry. And then for features functionality, that might be multi-select as well. So that's what it looks like. And hopefully it doesn't take me too long to record these. It should be pretty short and pretty sweet, but we will see. All right, so now with that introduction out of the way, it is time to set up my apartment. I think I'm gonna record it just on the couch there, keep it very casual. And yeah, it's time to get to filming. So let's go. All right, so quick pro tip when you are recording your video, you definitely want to make sure that you actually test out what it looks like to make sure you're in frame. So as you can see, I'm shooting this in landscape mode here, but then as you can see in the actual video ask, it really crops it in because it is like a vertical phone style video. So if I were to hit play right here, you can see that it looks pretty solid, I would say. Honestly, a little plain, but that's totally fine because I am a little bit of a fan of minimalism. But yeah, just something to be aware of, because the last thing in the world you would want to do in this situation is to spend like 1 to 2 hours recording all the files here and then completely messing up the shot, and then you're out of frame and then you got to redo it all again. So make sure when you record this video, you test it once to make sure you're in frame. Give me like a 10-second video, and then once you're done there, then you can actually get to filming. All right, so now the VideoAsk files have been recorded. Honestly, was a lot easier and a lot faster than I thought. I'm actually pretty shocked how easily I was able to just kind of breeze by with that. Not sure what happened. A month ago, I tried to do this as well, and I sat down and I just kept stumbling over my words and it wasn't going good. And I was just also very tired. I think it was late in the afternoon that day, so I was just like, I called it quits. But now it's about noon, so I'm gonna break for lunch. It's also a Saturday, so I'm not sure how much more I want to keep working because it is a really nice day out here in beautiful Colorado. So yeah, I'm going to break for lunch. We'll see how much I end up working. Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? So it is actually 3 days later. It is now Tuesday afternoon, right around 3 o'clock. Long story short, on Saturday, once I broke for lunch, I then got a call randomly from Guitar Center, and they said that my now Fender Stratocaster was ready for pickup. It had been in the shop for 2 months, and honestly, was driving me crazy that I didn't have it for so long. So naturally, as soon as I got it back on Saturday afternoon, I just spent the rest of the afternoon jamming on the guitar. But regardless, now it is Tuesday afternoon, Monday, and then first half of today, I had to just spend a lot of time doing client work, but now I have some time to focus on my own business, which we love, of course. So I am going to now start editing the VideoAsk. I did review the files. They all should be pretty good, and they don't require a ton of editing, so I'm hopeful that in a 90-minute deep work session here that I can get that done. Here's what's left to do. I need to edit all the videos in Descript, then I need to export those videos, upload them to VideoAsk, and then create the form funnel, and then hopefully it'll be very good to go where I can then just embed it directly onto my website, and then update all the YouTube channel text here with a link to that VideoAsk form as well, so that way leads going forward will need to enter into that VideoAsk form before they can book time with me on my calendar. So it's already 3:30. I do have some plans around 6 or so, so I'm not sure I can finish this up today, but it's definitely getting live and done this week. So that's going to be great, and I'm going to be so happy once this is done because it has been a long time coming. So come along with me now for an afternoon working session. All right, guys, so it's been roughly an hour 45 later, and I have finished editing the VideoAsk flow. So as you can see here, putting it together. Still need to do a couple things just to make sure it's correct, just quality control stuff pretty much. But I'm gonna be embedding it on the website tomorrow morning. I have some plans, so I gotta run out this evening. Good morning, how's it going? So the VideoAsk is done and it is live on the website, my personal brand website. So now I'm going to share my screen once again and run you through what it looks like, what the process was to build it, and of course, what the final product now looks like. So here is the completed VideoAsk flow. So this is the landing page I set up to have it. It's literally just this little widget here. And as you can see, if you were to play, you will then hear it start.
My name is Bailey Canning.
Don't want to watch the whole thing right now, but basically let me run you through what the setup process actually looks like here. As you can see here, if you ever wanted to start a new VideoAsk, you can do that, but I already have this project inquiry form built out here. And then we are to go into the backend dashboard. These are all the steps. So I uploaded all the videos separately here. and then there are a couple intro questions. Then based on whatever project they select, it's then going to ask a series of different follow-up questions specific to that particular project type there. And then based on what they say for their budget, so I told them what my minimum engagement amount is, and then if they say that is no problem, then they're going to be invited to book time directly on my calendar. But if not, then I just say thank you and I'm going to get back to them, because that will obviously require a bit of a manual review. This is step one, and then there's a contact form. So it's going to quickly get people's information here, so their first and last name, email, company name, phone number. Then that is the lead capture, and then it goes into asking them questions. So as you can see here, step two, I ask for a quick background on their company. And then do note, for all the different videos here, every single different step, you do have different options in terms of what you want the response to be. If I wanted to share this, I could send it right to a prospect right here, and then we can just go directly into the video ask, as you can see. If they are qualified, then they can book time directly on my calendar. And based on your responses to the questions asked here, you are pre-qualified for a one-to-one strategy call with me. So here on the screen, you're going to see a link to my Calendly where you can book time directly on my calendar. So please select the day and time that works for you, and I look forward to connecting with you via a Zoom call. All right, and this is great. I honestly recommend to all my clients that they allow some sort of direct calendar booking if possible. For some industries it might not work, but 90% plus of the time I recommend it, just because think about how if a prospect is, say, on Friday afternoon sending out requests to local businesses, and then you don't see it till like Monday morning, then you got to schedule them. Maybe then something happened over the weekend, they don't get back to you, and then you just lose all momentum in the sales process. However, if you are then instead doing this where people can book time automatically on your calendar, then people can know right away that they are qualified and they have the meeting booked, and then you don't even need to do any work on your end. So I think it's a total no-brainer to allow that. So that's why I have it here, and I use Calendly. Once people finish it, then they are brought to this end screen. I'm going to be redirecting them to a landing page on my website though. Yeah, that is what it looks like to set up. Honestly, I would say it's probably a 3 to 4 hour process in terms of planning out the flow itself, recording the videos, editing the videos, and then uploading all the different videos, and then also setting up all the form and all the logic conditionally and stuff like that. And then as you can see here, if you ever want to upload, you can just literally record right from your webcam or upload in different aspects. Hopefully you can see how this could potentially improve your company's lead gen performance online based on all the different marketing strategies you're working on. Perhaps in a few months I will follow up with a case study as well, but I can tell you, I don't want to share it because you can see people's names and emails and personal info, but one of my clients is, we're getting like 20 to 30 inquiries per month on a consultation form for this. So I think people really like it. I think it establishes a one-to-one human connection in the sales process, and it just is way more engaging than a regular boring form. So I think it's totally awesome. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about VideoAsk in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.